the interior plumbing and appliances video. This is the guest bedroom suite. So we kind of have a double door here. Coming on along, all of our vent fans vent directly into the attic. We have a loose light fixture over here. We have separate water control handles. Okay. Some of our grout is missing from the tiles over here. We've got some loose tile in the southwest corner over here. Commodes are fine. Everything that goes down is supposed to go down. Biting me. Hots on the left, colds on the right, although they are not labeled. The plumbing underneath this particular lavatory is boring. Okay. GFCI works. Coming on into the wet bar. No GFCI and no hot water. So we've got one cold water supply valve that branches off to each one of these valves. It doesn't matter. And this port is labeled. Can you get that? It doesn't matter whether it's labeled hot or cold. It's cold. No GFCI. Moving along. This is what would be called the Jack and Jill bedroom or something. It's between the what's being identified by some as a second bedroom, but you go right into the primary bedroom suite. Again, not labeled. Again, pretty much boring. This GFCI, when it trips in the primary bedroom suite. So you'll think that it doesn't work, or you'll think that it doesn't reset. It does. Bathroom vent fan, again, goes into the attic. I like to put about an inch worth of water in shower bottoms, but this is a curbless shower, so I wasn't able to do that. It's been updated. It's got a single handle, unlike the others. And it's got handrails and stuff, so it's handy capable. However, if we're going handy capable, we got the rod here and here. Maybe we'd take this off of the wall, to get 36 inches. Let's try this. This is where we're going to end up for our grand finale. For our grand finale, do we have 36 inches in front of this thing? 32 inches in front of the shower door. That's hardly handy capable. This commode, okay, I get it. You need toilet paper. Everybody needs toilet paper. You need a handle. It's not quite 15 inches. The center of this, it's just about that much too close to the wall. But it shows. It shows when you don't have 15 honest inches. And then put the toilet paper roll and a handle there. So just something to take into consideration. Moving on along to the primary bedroom, we have a garden tub. Hots on the left, colds on the right. However, this tub drains slowly. The gasket underneath the door of the shower, it's got a little bitty light gap in it. Not much, but enough for me to call a deficiency. So I will. You know me. You're getting the hang of me. Okay, we come in the shower. We have separate hot and cold water control handles. You should have a single water control handle. Same thing in the guest bedroom suite, so that you don't accidentally scald yourself. This was acceptable at one time. This was. We got a little cracked tile by our side light right here. We got something going on over here, just a little bit. Okay, around the drain lines, we do not have that little beauty ring. It's called an escutcheon plate. We do not have that. Okay, so these are the oddballs. All right. This GFCI controls that receptacle outlet, and it's not labeled like it's supposed to be, and also controls the one in the it's not a Jack and Jill bedroom. So, moving on along, and this code's a little different. Let's try. That works okay. That works okay. I pushed the wrong button. I'm a lefty. And again, the vent fans, they vent directly into the attic. Used to have it. Something was there. I don't know. But anyway, I imagine most people want to paint. Okay, this is kind of receptacles. I've tested all the receptacle outlets. Not these lights. But, actually I did test those lights, and not those side lights. I'm getting about 115 amps. You know, it's supposed to be a 120 amp circuit. Most of our appliances are more energy efficient. 115 is acceptable. Testing the amperage being delivered is beyond the scope of this inspection, but I did it anyway. So we've got our sink here, and it's kind of boring. There's our, okay, but we've got our escutcheon plates and stuff. On the closed washer connections, we got a little bit of water in here, okay? Got a little bit of drippage happening. Oh, look at there, you got a little crack in our plastic. Our trim ring isn't really good. And it's supposed to be labeled hot and cold. You're not supposed to have to guess. I get it. Once you put your clothes washer in here, you're not going to be taking it apart and putting it back together. And I get it. You can make certain assumptions like left should be hot and right should be cold. I get all that, but they're also supposed to be labeled. We're missing our cover plate that's loose. This guy is not GFCI protected. This vent pipe, when I stick my camera up there, it's crushed. We don't have the length that's advertised. This pipe is not properly supported in the attic. This pipe does not go all the way through the ceiling. You can see where lint is blowing back into the attic. I don't know if this is going to show up very well. I got a still image for you. Gas pipe's not in use. Should be capped off. That works. I turned it on. And they were probably using it because I am not getting a ground on this. I don't know if it has to do with the way the electric service panel was wired, because the oven works. Okay. So, but I'm not getting a ground. It could be the actual plug itself is malfunctioning. After so many years, you think, I honestly think I bought a clothes dryer that I didn't need to. So, and I am having trouble living that down because it turned out to be a $20 plug. Okay. So I had to talk quiet in case my wife's listening to that. So brings us into the kitchen for the grand finale. The refrigerator. I don't do refrigerators. It was probably, I understand that the seller's out of town. It was probably more economical to leave it than to move it based on the age of the refrigerator. But if you plan on using a refrigerator, you need a refrigerator. It's, everything is cold. The water's cold. It's been making ice. You want to clean the coils. You want to clean the filters. It has a water filter. Now this refrigerator does not have a water connection for its ice maker. It doesn't. What? Going almost back to where we started from. I know. Right there. See that tells me we did not have an ice maker connection. We got an ice maker connection bootleg, do we? Am I talking too fast? Yeah, that one's not being used. Leave that back where I found it. Huh. Okay. So that's just a loose pipe. That doesn't go to the refrigerator. I do not know whether or not the refrigerator has a safety connection tray. Back in the 80's, and this home is 80's, they just came right out of the wall. and they didn't have the little tray like a clothes washer does. I would be surprised to learn that this one has such a tray, but it wasn't bootleg to the wet bar, was it? Sometimes I get ahead of myself. Coming along here, this is the button for the 3/4 horsepower food waste disposal. These are all GFCI protected. See if I can. This is the vacuum breaker for the dishwasher. Dishwasher's no new spring chicken. Ooh, look at the steam come out of that baby. Hot. Okay. So we ran it through its cycle. And it drains through that guy. That drain comes up here to the vacuum breaker. It comes down into the food waste disposal. We got 3/4 food waste disposal, 3/4 horsepower right there. We got a little bit of corrosion right up here at the top. A little bit of corrosion at the top. I don't think we have any underneath here. And while we're underneath here, we know that we had subterranean termites, target pest, date of inspection 5/31 and 6/08 in 1991. So they miss phobies. It looks like they found themselves some termites and they treated for it. And then in 2008, okay, what we got, target purchase subterranean termites, and they use Termidor on this one, which is a very good product, and I've seen some bait stations out there. So what I'm not seeing underneath this sink, you know, all of our plumbing has a vent pipe that goes up to the roof, and now we've got this island here, and in this house, I mean, I think this kitchen was always designed this way, but I do not see provisions underneath here for pattern fittings. So I do not know what kind of a drain pipe system and I see a little dirt underneath there. I bet you that's where the termites were. I bet you it had some termites come right up through there. How about that? So anyway, I can't tell you that you don't have it. I can't tell you that you do have it. We got an electric oven. All I do is I do it on bake and I do it on broil. I turn the light on. Okay. What else do we have over here? Yeah, clock, oven light, timer, clear off, oven preheat, door closed. There may be some instructions in here where you can do a self-cleaning, but I do not see a self-cleaning feature, nor do I. Oh, there it is right there. I'm blind. Okay, I do not see a convection feature. So, but I do not test for self-cleaning, but the oven did come in 350. All the burners come on nice and hot. The bridge comes on. This is the vent fan right here. All right. Our filter doesn't really fit in there very well. Maybe we can fix it. That a little better. There's our filter right there, our charcoal activated filter. And I got all of them coming on. I've got an infrared image of that. But I want to talk about this down here. This is a downdraft vent, okay? A downdraft vent, and it comes down in here. And we've got cloth tape. That's called spontaneous combustion. Okay, cloth tape, spontaneous combustion. If you got a fire that goes down there, you got a bad day. I get that. But then this cloth tape will start burning. It needs to be wrapped with foil tape, because this cloth tape will start burning, and then you got a fire in your cabinet and your day just got a lot worse. Also, I'm not sure about this, so I'm going to write it up anyway, but most, okay, of the applications I've seen, and this one's a little different, this horn right here, okay, I'm used to seeing a fire blocking plate around that transition boot, but that horn's a little different, but I do not see a fire blocking plate, so I'm going to write it up. Reserve the right to be wrong as long as my client's taken care of, but we already need to take care of this, so we've already got a problem with it. When we get into the attic, we've even got more of a problem. The vent is not properly supported in the attic, and the vent does not go through the ceiling in the attic, so we've got those things. And then as we look up here, we're missing our diffusers. Okay, that's fluorescent lights. If that thing pops, it's going to make a mess. All kinds of noxious stuff. Got a light burned out there. We're missing 2 more diffuser panels right over here. And when we came in here, and this home was built, okay, the builder, all these boxes, the boxes for the switches and receptacles, they came out of away from the studs enough so that the drywall, sheetrock, gypsum board, call it what you will, comes out, mounts flush, and everything's nice. Then we came in here and we redecorated up some, and we added this splashback that's really nice, kind of a Spanish, maybe a New Orleans type look. You know, got golden colors. I'm always looking for an excuse to go back there. But anyway, since this comes out, then what's happened is it's extended on this receptacle box. You got this big gap right here. All right. So that compromises the fire blocking. It's a lot like the gaps around your electric service panel, your load center that we talked about in the garage. It's kind of the same principle. And I had a code inspector the other day. He sounded like he's pretty smart. Sounded like he knew what he was talking about. He called it a spark suppression ring, which is okay. I mean, like I said, it sounded pretty good. I've always known them as extenders. And then a lot of people call them goof rings. And those are usually handymen because that's probably what they think about them. But I've got some links inside your report from Pretty Handy Girl, and she knows how to do this. She does. Women know how to do this. Men, that's a goof ring. But no. And for about $3 a piece, all right, 3, 6, 9, 15, 20, about 20. You know, they're going to charge you sales tax or something. That's how they get you. But, you know, like somewhere around $20, they could have done it right. I'm just saying. It's not a big thing. I get that. You know, you see it all over town. You know, is it right? No, it's not right at all. So that's about what we've got going here. This is the crescendo. Okay, this microwave is a countertop microwave. All right, and it's just sitting in here. I couldn't get the serial number on it because you got to take the whole thing out. You don't see the serial number. I put a wet rag in here, or a wet paper towel, excuse me. I put my magic lights in here. I won this because I was the smartest kid in the room. And some little association thing, quiz. But anyway, I did. And so I come in here and I can just close this door here. This light is supposed to cycle on and off, and that way you know your microwave is going to be operating properly. So we put 15 seconds on there. Okay. 15 seconds. Stop, start. Okay. Read the instructions. Oh, there it goes. You don't have to watch another movie now. You don't have to read any more of the report. You can just, everything else is anticlimactic. We've got our magic lights. This is how I know it works. Ouch, 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 it's hot.